Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel as always. So in today's video, I told you guys in one of my previous videos that I wanted to do a separate review on the Ruby May Neon Lights palette, which is this gorgeous neon eyeshadow palette. I bought it at the makeup show in Chicago and it was at a discounted price of, I believe it was like $27. Retail, I'm not 100% sure, I think it might be like 30-ish something dollars. So it is a relatively inexpensive palette. And in my last video, I only used like this color, I believe it was. So I wanted to kind of dive in with some of the glitters and some of the other eyeshadows just to see how they perform and how they blend together and all of that good stuff. So if you guys want to know how I did this eyeshadow look, and also if you guys want to know if this is worth it or not, go ahead and keep on watching. Alright, so firstly, just gonna go in with my eyeshadow base. This is just by Makeup Revolution, and it's just like a white base. And I always like to blend this out with my finger. And then you want to make sure that all of the edges are nice and blended. You don't want any harsh edges, and also any fingerprints too. I always try to blend out as much as possible. We want to have a nice smooth surface to work on. Okay, then very lightly, just gonna gently powder this. Alright, so here is the palette. I'm just gonna use a small little packing brush and I'm gonna dive into this super neon orange color. I'm gonna use the darker one first. I'm just gonna start off by packing this on just so that way I can get all of the pigmentation on, and then I can go in and blend it all out later. And I'm taking this color mostly on the inner and outer corners and then bringing it into my crease, but just a little bit higher up. And then just very lightly using the tip of the bristles, I'm just gonna go ahead and start blending this out. I will say, so far these definitely are not like my favorite eyeshadows, because if you guys can see, trying to blend this side out, there's just like such a harsh line, and they're very like chalky, if that makes sense. They're very chalky. You can kind of see like how patchy it's starting to look. I'm going to grab this lighter orange color. This is more of like a yellowy orange. And same thing, I'm just going to slowly start packing this on top. And I'm kind of layering this like right on top of the previous color we put on. And I noticed with these eyeshadows, if you try to blend, like look at that. I don't know if you guys can see, but as soon as I went and swiped my brush, it just wiped off all the eyeshadow. So it's a little frustrating. I feel like you almost have to like tap the eyeshadow rather than blending. But I just feel like throughout the day, because the eyeshadow technically isn't really sticking on top of itself, it's just sticking to the eyeshadow base, and then that's it. So I feel like throughout the day it may start to wear off. So again, just going back and forth between the two colors, and I'm just tapping them, just literally just layering them on top. Hey! God, my cat's going crazy. But you can still see this line right here. And it's bothering me like crazy. So I want to try to blend it out. I'm actually going to go in with this color right here, this bright yellow, and see if I can apply this on the edges and see if that'll kind of help blend it out. Alright, going back in with the yellow orange. I will say this side did blend out a little bit better than this side. This one I feel like it's just this line right here that's really bothering me. Ugh, I feel like the more I touch it, the more it keeps getting worse. So I just need to stop touching this one because this is atrocious. Okay. moving on, we are going to go in with this purple color right here. And I'm going to apply this mostly in the center, or not the center, the inner and outer corner, just to add a little bit more depth. And on the first eye, I had such a difficult time. Like, let me zoom in. I really hope my camera is catching all this, because look at that. It's like it just keeps falling off. And it is, it's a little annoying, because I was so excited by this palette, and I'm not talking shit. I just want to be as real as possible. It was not an expensive eyeshadow palette, so my hopes weren't up too high, but for how pretty it is, I was hoping at least I could kind of wear it, but honest to God, so far, I don't think I would like wearing this out in public, just because in person, it is so patchy. All right, so I'm going to just keep on tapping the color on. I'm afraid to even grab a larger fluffy brush to try to blend this out. Let's just see. Let's just to see. Let's see what happens. All right, so this is a clean fluffy brush. So normally what I typically do is I like to buff some of the outer corner eyeshadow into the center, and then also I'll take the sides of the brush and kind of pull and flick outwards. Again, I'm kind of afraid to do that because I feel like the eyeshadow is going to just completely wipe off, but let me pick up a little bit of eyeshadow on my brush. Oh my God, yeah, it literally just wiped off. It just looks, I just looked at myself in the monitor and I'm like, no, honey. Absolutely not. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't like these at all. Final verdict, I really don't like these. And I'm so sad. I was so excited to play with this. But I'm just gonna go in and try my best to kind of just fill in the patchiness, but I think this is the best we gonna get, because the more I touch it, the more it keeps getting flaky, so I think I'm just gonna leave it. All right, so moving on to the center, going in with the yellow-orange color again, and layering this right on top. Kind of going in that half circular shape, and then finally going back in with that super neon color, or neon yellow color, and just tapping this on into the center. So I know the center's still a little patchy, not blended, it's just, I gotta stop. So I'm going to use the yellow glitter and the orange glitter. Now, these glitters they're like, I'm assuming Vaseline mixed with glitter, so you guys can see it is kind of like, it's very shiny, it's very greasy. I am not a huge fan of these, if you guys notice, not to flip you off. The pigment or the glitter, it always sticks to your fingers. It never actually transfers, so it's always stuck there. So I always like to use a brush when using these. Preferably if I ever use glitter, I like to use some sort of sticky adhesive, but for the sake of the review of the palettes, we will not, because these are supposed to be self-sticking glitters, so we'll see. I've already had this side on for like maybe 10-15 minutes, and it did transfer all the way up here just from blinking, which I kind of expected, but that is why I'm not a fan of these, because they don't stay where you want them to stay. And especially if you're doing a cut crease, oh girl, that glitter is gonna be everywhere. Oh my God. Okay, that was interesting. All right, I think I have too much on my brush. Well, let's just, and I'm kind of like pressing this into the skin to really make sure that they stick. And then going into the orange. Because when in doubt, if your eyeshadow looks horrible, either throw on some glitter or throw on the biggest pair of eyelashes you have. Okay, that's as good as it is going to get. Alright, and then the last thing I want to do, or one of the last things, is I'm just gonna go on the lower lash line. I will say, the lower lash line, I had such a difficult time getting it to stick. What a surprise. But in this palette's defense, I do bake my under eyes, so there is a crap ton of powder. Typically though, most of my eyeshadows, I don't have an issue with having them stick, even when I bake. These ones though, you probably do want to use a really good eyeshadow base. But again, even using a really good eyeshadow base, like I always use the Makeup Forever or Makeup Revolution eyeshadow base, and I've tried this palette with it wet, I've tried it with it dry, and when it was wet, it got stuck in one area and it wouldn't blend, and then when it's too dry, it doesn't stick at all. So, it's a little complicated. And then for my brow bone highlight, I'm gonna go in with the Inglot Sparkling Dust in number 6. It's just like a really pretty, like, white iridescent. That's also what I have on my cheekbones, because I love it so much. Per usual, I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyeliner, eyelashes, eyebrows, all that off camera, and I will be right back with the final verdict. Alright, I just wanted to show you guys, I'm still in the middle of doing my eyebrows, so it's only been like maybe 5 minutes, and my glitter is already transferring like crazy! I'm so, and I'm having a horrible eyebrow day. So yeah, okay, I'll be back. Alright, I am back. The last thing I want to do is just add some lipstick. This is a NYX Liquid Suede in the color Subversive, Subversive Socialite. It's a dark purple. It's like a beautiful plum. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I was originally gonna put black on, but I wear black lipstick like all the time. So I figured dark purple would be a little bit of a change. What, Ollie? Oh my goodness, my kitty. All right, you guys, so we are back with the final verdict. I got Bay and Goodwin with me. My personal opinion of the eyeshadow, honest to God, and I'm not talking crap about the brand because this is the only product that I've ever bought from there. What is your personal opinion, actually?
As far as what?
Like, the colors, how is it blended? Is it patchy? Does it look buttery? Be honest.
Well, patchy is not how I would describe it.
Does it look blended?
No.
Well, then it looks patchy. If it's not blended, it's patchy.
Well, I was just gonna say it doesn't really look like creamy. It looks like
chalky.
Yes.
Chalky.
That was the word. Honestly, I was gonna say dry, but that just wasn't the word I need to use for that situation.
Yeah. Oh, Goodwin. Okay, bye, Goodwin. Yeah, so like I was saying, in my personal opinion, I've only, oh my god, just on my eyeball. I've only been wearing the eyeshadow for about an hour total, and like I said, the glitter already transferred up higher than I wanted it to, which I kind of expected it to do that. Oh my god, all the kitties are going crazy. But again, if you're doing like a cut crease and you don't want the glitter to move, it's gonna be an issue. So I don't particularly like this palette. Again, not talking crap about the entire brand, just specifically this palette. The only good thing I guess I have to say, it is UV blue light, what am I trying to say? It is UV activated, which is kind of cool, but...
What's your opinion as far as like well, my question is, what does it retail online?
I don't know, because we bought it for like what?
We got it at a cheaper price.
Yeah, I think $27. I can smell your feet. Oh my god, they smell like nasty Doritos.
I have low self-esteem, thank you.
Okay, so it retails for $36.99. I would not purchase this for almost $40. because $36.99 plus tax. Yeah, so I would not purchase it.
The photo they used.
Oh my god, yeah. The photo they used on their website is terrible. It's super blurry. Let me see if I can zoom in.
Well, the way I look at it is that.
I don't know. It's very pixelated. It looks like it's a
When
Wish
I looked
ad.
at it, my thought process was like, they took it at an angle, and they're like, oh, it looks so sick. It's at an angle.
Let's post it.
They just went with it.
Alright, so in conclusion, the palette, I would not purchase it. Realistically, I probably won't ever wear it out just because I don't know. I like blended eyeshadow and I'm such like a stickler for that. So I particularly don't like it. But again, that's just my opinion. God, oh, your feet stink so bad. As always, all the products and everything that I use will be down in the description box below with all of my social media information. And always, if you guys have any suggestions or want to see anything specific, go ahead and leave me a comment. If not, I will just keep doing whatever it is my heart desires. If you guys liked this video, give it a thumbs up, or you can give it a thumbs down, I don't care.
Alright.
Alright. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. Alright, see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye! Bye!